Hello everyone. How you doing this morning? This is Lady Love coming to you this morning with a hot, deep topic. I want to ask you the question, have you ever heard the word entity? Do you have knowledge of what an entity is exactly? If not, let me help you to reach an understanding. In our society today, shining stars, we have a tendency to just run off at the mouth. Let me just keep it real. You know, I work in a beauty salon, and I cannot tell you the conversations I try not to overhear in the salon. I mean, just a lot of chatter. Can you imagine, shining stars, the billions and billions of people on Mother Earth today and what their conversations might consist of? You know, the majority, I'm thinking 70 to 80% is about a whole lot of nothing. You remember when grandmother or an elder used to tell you, if you don't have nothing good to say, then don't say nothing at all. I truly wish that people would pay attention to that saying, because shining stars, the majority of the conversations that come into my presence is about negative occurrences, negative things that's going on in the world. To the extent, shining stars, sometimes I will stop them and ask them, my Lord, do you have anything positive to talk about? You know, it's like they come in and I'm the trash can, and they just dump a load of negative trash in my spirit, shining stars. And if I wasn't conscious and aware of what's going on, then yes, I could be contaminated with the negative energy that is being brought into my space. Shining stars, I said all this to say this. Entities in the Weber's dictionary is described as a person or organization, place, or thing. And if you notice, in our Western society, the culture really isn't spiritual oriented whatsoever. But if you go to other countries, their culture goes deeper into spiritual knowledge. So, an entity, defined as a person, place, thing, organization. In other cultures, shining stars, some seem to think that upon your demise, your death, that your spirit can be fragmented, and that it depends on the way that you died or left. And if it was a traumatic death, then the spirit will have a tendency to be fragmented. When I say fragmented, some seem to think that part of that spirit will go on to the light, to the afterlife, and part of that spirit will stay in this physical realm, not knowing that it has transitioned, that it has went through, you know, a transformation of death. And that fragmented part of that spirit will be looking for a host that it is familiar with. Say, for instance, that an alcoholic died in a car wreck, and a fragmented piece of that spirit, which spirit is energy, shining stars, is left behind, some seem to think that that part of that spirit will try to find a host that's very similar to its lifestyle, which would be another alcoholic. So, you know, entity can manifest itself, shining star, some seem to think, in a illness or a pain. Have you ever just had a pain just come out of nowhere and you wondering, you know, what the is going on? Where did this come from? How did it start? Possibility that maybe somebody passed away with that same illness or that pain, and you were a host that had something similar going on, so it attached itself to you. Now, shining stars, I know that this is real deep, and some have a tendency to get fearful when hearing knowledge such as this, but I'm suggesting to you that knowing is half the battle. That by being conscious and aware of what's going on in the spirit realm around you gives you an extra edge to learn how to fight on a spiritual level. Okay? So, and the first thing, let me suggest to you that you want and you must get rid of is fear. You know, shining stars, you have to dig in and you have to gain knowledge of the power that you possess. You, shining stars, are the most powerful creatures in existence on planet Earth. And never forget that. You know, in another form of being able to create an entity is with our mouth. With our mouths. You know, and for you Christians and Bible believers, you know, the words say that you will have whatever you say. The words say that you shall be held accountable for every vain word that comes out your mouth. The words say that you have the power to call those things that be not as though they were. You know, when the Bible tells us that we are created in God's image and in his likeness, shining stars, one of the attributes of being created in God's likeness is the ability to speak words. Shining stars, words are containers of creative power that goes out in this physical realm and create your circumstances, your future, what you see. Take a minute and just think of what you're talking about, how you're thinking, and if it coincides with what you might be seeing taking place in your daily existence. You know, some seem to think, shining stars, that entities are a person. So let's go a little deeper in how a person becomes an entity or have the ability to create an entity. I suggest to you that it's with this mouth, this thing right here, shining stars. And let me give you an example. If you are a smoker and you keep saying, man, I'll never be able to stop smoking, and you just keep repeating that, man, I will never be able to stop smoking. Shining stars, I want you to know that you are creating an entity, that you are forming an entity that has the ability to attach to your spirit being and to bring forth what you are saying that you will never be able to quit smoking. Shining stars, like I said, your words are containers of spirit. Your word is spirit. Your word is energy. And what you speak out into this physical realm, shining stars, it come out your mouth, it vibrates, it creates, it rearranges circumstances, and you will have what you say. So it is so important for us to put a gate, a lock on this mouth, on this thing right here, and for us to contemplate and think about what we're saying and the words that we're speaking, and quit just idly setting up, running off at the mouth, saying things and not realizing that you are having a cause and an effect in this world. Shining stars, it's time to become conscious. It's time to wake up. It's time to learn how to become a master creator of your existence. So many people think that government control my life, the president control my life, my job control my life. I stopped by this morning to tell you that you are the one in control of your life. And if you don't get a hold on your thought life, on the words that you speak, then your life will continue to be chaotic and out of order. And that's just the fact, shining stars. It's time to wake up. It's time to quit playing. It's time to take this thing seriously. It's time to learn how to create a blissful, joyful, prosperous future for yourself. Shining stars, I stopped by this morning because I love you. I'm dropping off this nugget in hope that somebody will pick it up, understand it, apply it to their life, and have a turnaround in their circumstances and what they see. In shining stars, I do this because I love you. I ask you, as usual, if the content of my video has helped you, enlightened you, share it with a friend. Push the like button. Subscribe to my channel. It is so appreciated. Shining stars, I know that a change is coming. And I'm just on the front line helping to bring it forth. Shining stars, live today like it's your last day. If you can, love somebody. Smile. You are so beautiful, shining stars. This is Lady Love sending you peace, love, joy, and hope for a prosperous tomorrow. You are blessed. So have a blessed day.